Recently, I have noticed that there are a good amount of players online that are interested in using the AntiMicro software to play Blade and Soul online with a PS4 controller or a PS3 or, you know what, any gamepad. To be honest, I know there have been many changes in the AntiMicro world lately, and there are some things that were updated. So for all of those who want to use the AntiMicro, which is one of the best key mapping software I have ever used, I'll help you have it working in no time. First off, a little history, and to make long story short, the original creator of AntiMicro dropped the development of this app. So a group of people decided to extend the life of this software, and now they have been developing, updating, and bug fixing AntiMicro. You can find the link to their GitHub in the description below. Believe me, it's a good read. They have documented all the changes done. Now, to download the AntiMicro software, I also added the URL in the description to download the file. Nevertheless, in this video, I'll show you where to download from the GitHub site, how to install, and how to set it up. I also added the configuration profile since it's not an easy to find in the GitHub. Now, I got all the videos that walk you through the gamepad setup and AntiMicro workaround. You can check the cards above to watch those videos, which can set ground in installing and using AntiMicro. First step, we'll go to the AntiMicro GitHub site and go to releases. There are multiple ways to use their software, but I'll go with the safe method, which will install AntiMicro to your PC, and you won't have to fight back and forth to see if the software is running or not. We go to the release section and download AntiMicro 2.23 for Windows 32 MSI file. After downloading, we'll install the software, and you'll notice that it doesn't open up automatically. So we need to look it up in the list of apps installed. Don't run it just yet. We want to make sure that the gamepad drivers are installed and running. In this example, I'll use the PS4 controller since a lot of us are using Windows 10 and the drivers for PS4 controller are up to date and working like a charm. Now connect the PS4 controller and wait for the drivers to install. If you want to check if your gamepad is functional, go to the devices and printers section and look up for the game controllers to test if it's connected properly. So just go ahead and get into the wireless controller properties. After this has been tested and is locked and loaded, we'll proceed with AntiMicro. Go ahead and open up the app, and you'll notice it detects the gamepad in the upper left section. And that's step 1. Now in this case, we will need to calibrate and make sure it's added according to AntiMicro. Remember that depending on the drivers, the software will be able to control the gamepad. So in this case, what I want to do is get into options and go where it says Game Controller Mapping. Then go ahead and click on Save, and now you can test to see if your AntiMicro is picking up all the keys that you're pressing. So I'm just going to open up this so we can see everything. If you check the card up on the right, I added a video on how to use AntiMicro with a PS3 controller on Blade and Soul. If you need to use a DualShock 3 controller, go ahead and check that video out. It will surely help you. Now after we have mapped our gamepad to make sure that all the buttons are being detected by AntiMicro, and from there we will start mapping the keys we want to use. I'll again use an example. In this case, it's going to be Blade and Soul, since this is the game that doesn't fully cover gamepad mapping, and people will most definitely want to choose how to play their characters with the gamepad. We'll start with the basic setup, which is for movement, and I'll give you some hints on how to set up the rest of the key binding, and from there you are good. Remember, I added on the description below the profiles if you wish to download them, and also here's a link for the GitHub profiles library where other collaborators have uploaded the profile for various games. So in this case, I'm just going to do some basic stuff for Blade and Soul. We have the left stick and we have the right stick. So what I want to do, or what I want to add here, is make sure that it covers the same things that I'm doing with my keyboard. So in my case, for example, if I want to go up, that should be W. So my up key or my up stick on the left should be W. So I'll go like this. Then if I want to go backwards or back, then that'll be my S. If I want to go to the right or to the left, I'll go D. This is supposed to be A. So from here, we already have set up this part. I am going to open up my Blade and Soul. So you can see now that I am doing using my controller. Now if I want to use my view, what I need to do is switch over again, and now I'm going to go to AntiMicro and I'm going to add a special key. In this case, my mouse moving forward, right, which is up. My mouse moving backwards, just down. Looking to my left side and moving my mouse to the right side. So if I go ahead and save this, go back here, I'm moving, and now check this out, look up, look down, double tap, and I can move forward. So these are the basic things that I can set up in Blade and Soul. Obviously I still need to set up or map the other keys. Just to give an example, just as a test for the game controller, so you can play around with this. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a previously created Blade and Soul AntiMicro profile. So I have gone through the basic process of downloading, installing, and setting up AntiMicro to be able to play in Blade and Soul or other games with any gamepad. Finally, we open up our Blade and Soul game to test our changes. We need to make sure that the gamepad option is not turned on and set as keyboard and mouse so that AntiMicro can translate the buttons you press. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any question or doubts, don't hesitate to write in the comments below. Let me know how it went for you, and if you want to leave your kudos, don't forget to like this video. For more easy to follow tutorials like this, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to be able to know when I release a new video. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I also stream on Twitch. Again, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.